The Gayvengers legend. Why is Xmas cursed by the Grinch? Charmsmas was the day when the dead would return to life, but the Grinch would stop at nothing to get his grisly revenge on all those who have crossed his path. If he had his way, you would never be able to see your child again. All you had to was lose your sanity. For over a year I had been walking around without any thought of ever being able to get back to the land of my birth. Nothing. No one was even trying. Not even my mother. My father was just trying to keep me from going mad. Which of course was easier said than done. I died and came back to life that day. I was one of only 2 children. In fact, the only family I've ever had is my family. Our family was wiped out after the war. One by one our loved ones were just gone. For centuries I'd been living in the woods and hiding. Then one day I came out and said, "Hey Mom and Dad, I'm gay." My mom was in a complete panic and asked me to stay with her. My father didn't care. He took me in. Now I think they thought I would give up. That I wouldn't be a good fit with my new family and be left behind. They thought that I couldn't handle the gay panic everyone storms about and that there was no place for me. But when they saw how I handled it, they knew what they were getting into. At least I could help them. As the years went by I slowly started to settle in and make some friends. The only reason I hadn't been able was because I am super gay man. A superhero for the gays, theys, and lesbians in trees and a lot of other places. People that you just don't expect, don't think about. When I say super you hear that. Super is the name I gave to myself. Like Superman was made up, well I can be super. It was only a matter of time before I found a super villain named the homophobe Dobe. He was a gay Superman that just happened to be also a super villain. Yes, the first time I met Doba, he was wearing his costume, a Superman-style cape with a red and blue halo, complete with a purple and white blue lightning bolt symbol. This was unexpected. "I thought you were a homophobian," says Super Gay Man. "Don't worry Dobo, we are not your enemy. If we get along we will be able to help you." The next day Dobie and I decided to go up to an old friend who lives in the woods to talk about the things that were going on, like what had made a homophobian into a gay man. This is what we discovered. A homo monster had grown up in those woods with no one to guide him. Just a kid that was very naive. It had always been a struggle for him to find a place of his own. Even though he had found a home, he still had to struggle. We gathered him onto our backs and called ourselves the Gayvengers. We took him up into the sky and flew him out to a forest where we found an area of land that had a clearing in it. There were no animals, there were not even any trees. All the leaves were full of insects and spiders. On top of a large rock we had placed a symbol of hope and peace. A symbol of the gays. True pride has been taken here. They all flew out never to be seen again. Like ninja turtles in the wind. Legends say they operate in the shadow realms. Only one of the descended gays can find them again.